Hello and welcome to Getting to Know Canvas Home Style. First thing we need to talk about are browsers. Now Canvas does support multiple browsers, but as far as e-learning, we are recommending that you use Firefox, the latest update. It seems to work best when we've been working with it. Next thing is log in. How do you log in? Well, if you will scroll down on the login page a little bit, you'll see that your username is your doghouse username, and your password, you're going to create it the first time. So you're going to click create or reset. It will send an email to your Holmes email account, and from there you'll be able to create your password. For this student, I know the password, so I'm going to just go ahead and log in. Now, when we log into Canvas, the first thing we see here is our dashboard page, okay? And just so that you know a little bit about it, you've got a recent activity section, you have your global course navigation, you have your global navigation across the top, you have your help corner over here in the top right-hand corner, and on the right, they call this the sidebar. So we have all of these different things. Something that is very, very important in Canvas is known as your profile and your settings. Canvas lets you choose how you want Canvas to talk to you. So it's very important that you do these settings. And so let's look. We're going to click on settings in the help corner. And when we click there, notice we have our picture in here. We have our Holmes email address is already in there automatically. We can add additional email addresses if we want Canvas to contact us at those. We can also add in an SMS for text messaging. So you can add in your phone number if you would like Canvas to text you. Okay? You can also register some other services like Google Docs, Facebook, Twitter. All of these different ways are you decide if you want Canvas to talk to you through those other services. So you can add those. Then after you add the different ways that you want Canvas to contact you, you have to set up the notifications. And so by clicking on notifications, now we can tell Canvas if there is an announcement. How do we want it to send it to us? Well, we want it to email it ASAP to this email address. We want them to send us a daily reminder of them to this email address. And because I'm on my phone all the time, I want them to text it to me ASAP. It's very important as a student to get these notifications from your teachers. Most teachers are going to use a variety of announcements. They're also going to use messages or conversation messages. You're going to want to make sure that you mark those as ASAP. So just make sure that you check with your instructor to know what preferences they think are most important for the course that you're taking. All right, now let's get back and look at our dashboard again. To do that, we can always click on the H1925 in the left-hand corner, and that'll take us back to our dashboard. On your dashboard page, it always shows you any assignment notifications, any discussions. It'll also show you any messages or anything like that. If you don't have any messages here, but you have some previous messages since you logged in before, you can always click on your inbox. And when you click on inbox, you can see your messages right here, and you can send a message from here. So if you wanted to send a message to a whole course that you were enrolled in, you could do that simply by selecting it from the drop-down box. You could send it to everyone or the teachers or just the students. Okay? So we're going to send this message to everyone. Okay? So y'all can see how that works right there just by using our messages. Excellent. Now, the next thing we need to do is how do we get into a course? First thing we do is click on Courses, hover over it, and you can see the courses that you're enrolled in. For this example, we're going to look at HCC Student Orientation. Now, when we click on a course, you come to the home page of the course. On the home page, you should see what the course is, your instructor's name, the easiest way to get in touch with them, and then probably a little bit about your course. And you'll notice in this example, it says each week after reading announcements, go to the modules page. Well, the modules page is going to be the page where you do the most in Canvas as far as doing your work. So you're going to want to go over to modules and look at this. And notice how the first one is an online student orientation. You are going to move through this orientation. Each online class will have this, and before you can do anything else in the course, you're going to have to complete these. So to get started in a module, all you do is click on the first one. And as soon as you click on it, the great thing is now you have a nice little next button down here in the bottom right. So after you finish with this particular part of it, you can click next and move on to the next part of the module. If you need to stop and come back to the module later, that's fine. You can always click back on the module over here to get back to the main page, and then you could pick back up in the module where you left off. So I'm going to come down here to the quiz. Now sometimes modules make you go in order, so you need to remember those. Now, I'm going to take this quiz again to give y'all an example of how a quiz works. So here's question 1. Of course we would need to read our questions, but look, I'm just going to kind of go through here and answer some of these just to give you an idea about how a quiz looks in Canvas. And notice this one has multiple answers, so we can do that. I'm just going to go through here and answer these real quick and submit it. Notice now when I submit the quiz, depending upon the settings that your teacher has set, you'll be able to see what you made. My current score is 4.27, but the first time I made a 5.73, so I'm going to keep that score. So I'm going to leave this alone. Okay? Now, notice as soon as you do something in grades, you're going to get something pop up that shows you that you do have a grade for that. Now let's look through the rest of the course for just a second. Notice home page, of course, again, is exactly where we came into the course on our home page. Announcements is going to be where your announcements are for the course. They'll always be there. People is going to be the roster of who all is in your course. Modules, again, is the meat of the course. Some courses you're gonna see assignments and discussions. Sometimes they just may be in the modules. So you're gonna see it different ways. Quizzes, of course, where you're gonna take your test from, and they can also be, though, inside the module itself. Then we also have a few things like policies and information. You're gonna see that in your menu. You also have a link for proctor sign up to take your proctored test. That can be found in your menu. And you do have a chat feature inside the course that's just for this course, as well as a link out to Blackboard Collaborate for the web conferencing. I'm going to click back on home for a minute. Alright, another very, very important thing in Canvas is the help menu. So in our help corner, if you look and see the help menu, first thing that pops up is ask your instructor a question. So you can click right there to send your instructor a message. You also can go out and search the Canvas guides, or the best thing is probably going to be for you to use the Canvas support hotline to chat with the Canvas support, or you can fill out a ticket request and they'll get back with you. So remember that support is 24/7, 365. So it's a great way to get some help right here inside Canvas. Another thing that I want to look at right here is the calendar. Calendar is phenomenal in Canvas. When you look at the calendar, notice over here I've got 3 calendars. One is my personal calendar, and the next ones are the 2 courses that I'm in. And see how you can see when something is due on the calendar. So let's say I just wanted to see my personal calendar. Well, there it is. I have an event on there. You can add any of your events on your calendar just by simply typing them on there, putting the date, and putting the calendar that it's on. Those can show up. And then you can also see what's due in your class and then go to that from your class just by seeing it. There's the details of that particular assignment. And then you can click on it to go straight to that assignment and start it. So remember, you have several different ways to look at different things. Another item, if you look at grades here, notice how it shows the grades for both courses. Then you click the course to go into it. That's why we call this global navigation up here at the top, because it gives you an overall view. One more thing I want you to look at up here, we have a resources site, and we also have the electronic libraries online. So don't forget that these are here for you. Hope you've enjoyed this quick first glance at Canvas.